5th day. Okay, so when you see me wear that around my neck, it is because I wash my hair thoroughly. I find that now that I work out 5 days a week, shameless plug, shameless patching on the back. Now that I work out 5 days a week, my hair gets more sebum, is more produced. Like I need to wash it more. So I find I should wash it on Friday since that ends my workout week. And so it's a great time to wash it so it won't build up. And so anyway, it becomes very wet because I don't towel dry. I don't do any of that stuff. Let's get to outfit of the day right away. This is the first dress I ever designed when I first came to Ghana. This probably was about, I'm going to say 1 month in, barely, maybe 3 weeks in. And when I came to Ghana, for those that don't know, I came with a sister who, that's how I met my Ghanaian family. It was her family. It was her people that she's been visiting, coming to see, or coming and then staying with them for like over 20, about 20 to 25 years going back and forth. So so anyway, she is a designer. She's a phenomenal, amazing designer. I met her in Durham. She owned a restaurant called So Good Vegan, and yeah, great, wonderful sister, Sister Deborah Webb, aka Nana Aquia, very dope woman and dope designer, just amazing designer. And so she said, okay, so she would come and she would buy a whole bunch of fabric. She had her seamstress, which was a sister of the family. Shout out to, dang it, I can't remember her name because the menopause fog, but her name will come to me. But it's Kojo and Kwesi's sister, and she's an amazing designer as well. Or yeah, she's a designer and she's an amazing seamstress. So anyway, guys was like, so it's your turn to make something because we would every day we would go to the seamstress, we would come back, we would go to the seamstress, we would come back. It was an all-day thing doing her work. She said, well, it's your turn to design something. I was like, okay, I do know the type of style of dress I want, and I wanted that like I don't know, the princess, I don't know what you call that. Like I love tube tops, right? Always have, always will. And then so I said I want a tube top. I described it just like this. And I want it to flare out, and I want pockets. And she said, instead of just having it straight across, why don't you do this? Let's to give it a little something different. So I was like, that's a good idea. So she said, okay, well, do you want to pick out your fabric? And I said, yes. And we went to the fabric store in a place in Accra called Makola, and I saw this fabric. Now I know this is batik. Didn't know that. I just knew I loved it. And it had it got the chia means on it and a color blue. I'm Ajua. That would be my Ashanti or my Khan name is Ajua, and that means girl born on Monday. And Monday's color for Monday in the Kemetic belief system is the color blue. So it's just so me. It's just a color I always would go back to. Hey, love to travel. Thank you. Hey, Renee. So, first dress I ever designed, clearly knew back then that it had to be. I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to close this for a second, and I'm going to open it back. Because this is where I get my source of light. So, it is. I love this dress. So, this dress is a little about almost 4 years old. And it has the pockets. I mean, the style of it is gorgeous. Now the back, because first of all, I need my man to help me close it. But this is something that I noticed when I'm consistent in my workout. I'll tell you what it is in a minute. Because this happened to me in North Carolina when I was consistent in my workout. Honey, your back, when you're lifting weights or even doing push-ups, anything that's building muscle, your back becomes muscle too. And a lot of the clothes, especially if it was kind of tight, it won't fit. You might not be able to pull the zipper up because your back is muscled. It's wider, it's stronger, it's different, it's a different size. Now, let me tell you about this dress. This dress was for me. When I first came to Ghana, I was a little bit thicker. Honey, that hot sun, the healthy food, the very few or no hormones foods, the fresh foods, the hot sun, which means drinking more water, means walking a lot more, being in Accra, busy city, I lost weight. So I went back to the sister Why is her name on the tip of my tongue? And I remember her sister Dinah. That's a mistake because I didn't even know Dinah as well as I knew her. But her sister, I went to her sister. I went to the sister to have it taken in because this part was falling off. So then it became really tight, but it was tight for my skinny self. So now that I'm a bit bigger in the back, I it's a little hard. So I'm still gonna see if my man could like get it up. I think that he can, and that'll be good. But I absolutely love this dress. It's feminine. The color's beautiful. It's got a little uniqueness with this. The cut is amazing. And the beautiful part was the sister, that's the Deborah, Sister Deborah, or Goddess is another name, aka Goddess or aka Nana Aquia. She was able to, once I designed the dress, she was able to make sure that the sister would be able to do it in the perfect way. And I think that's why it came out so really nice because it was her supervisor. And that got me started with like, oh my God, I could design clothes too. Like I know what I like. I know what I like. I know it looks good on me. So you think. So why not, you know what I'm saying? Why not display it? Why not show it? So now the sister's name is on the tip of my tongue and I cannot remember it. How did I remember the whole family? I remember Quasey, Kojo's wife Faustina, Makeda is one of the daughters, and Abigail. I remember Dinah. I remember one of her sons is named Casey. I forget her daughter. It's like, but I can't remember the designer. But anyway, really cool person. And I'm so glad that I got to know her. So I love my dresses with pockets. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You got to love the dresses with the pockets. Now when I don't have, I'll be like, what are we doing? What are we doing? So, let me just, oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm thinking we're on Facebook where you can just move the comments over so you can see, but you're not on Facebook. So anyway, but yeah, everything is for the whole week. So I am celebrating today. Do you see them arms? Now come on, just be honest. You see something there, cause there's something there. Cause I've been working really hard. So anyway, I did. So there was this slump. Like I would get to 4 weeks consistent, 4 weeks, being consistent, being disciplined, doing my workout 5 days a week. I could probably make 4 weeks. Today, I hit 5 weeks. I'm celebrating myself. I hit 5 weeks of consistent, not missing a day within my 5 days, and not missing a week for 5 weeks. So I feel like I got over the slump. Like, you don't know, today I was like, today's the last day. I got to make this 5 weeks of the last day of the week to do my work. I got to make these 5 weeks. I am so motivated to do more. I am so motivated to keep coming. Exercise has just that consistent, it is such a source for me of peace, of calmness, of, I don't know, just this way of I'm connecting, and it changes my relationship because I feel so good about myself. That's really what it is, y'all. When we start not feeling, when things are not working out the way we want to, or we're complaining about our lives, or we're complaining about others in our lives, a lot of times it's a dissatisfaction with ourselves. And to me, a dissatisfaction with ourselves, to me, it just means that we're not doing the things for ourselves that we need to do. There's things that our body, our mind, and our spirit is actually asking for, and we're not listening. I mean, I know we say it's real simple, but it's kind of real simple. But when we're not listening, if your body, I know everybody can do exercise. Sometimes it don't have to be what all I'm doing. I spend a lot of time on mine, but something that that is a little bit hard, and the hardness just may be that it takes discipline. So you got to fit it in and stop making excuses. So it is my everything. It is the way I start my day. If I have a morning routine, then if I don't put that in as the morning routine, then I'm lying. Everything else is second. But the exercise helps me to eat well. And the eating well helps me to kind of drink well. Even the exercise helps me to drink well, meaning I drink a lot of water because I'm exercising. It's just like it just lines everything up. But I think the most important part of exercise is that when you do it, not just the physicality of doing it, that you get this rush and you feel so great. I mean, that's like those endorphins. Okay, that is there, and oh my God. But that's not what I'm talking about. The feel good. The feel good is that sense of accomplishment. that you did something that normally at some point you would quit, that you did something now is adding that it was kind of hard. It's not so much hard getting up. I'm already with the blessings of the Most High, I already get up. It's the knowing what I'm about to do as far as the exercise routine and laying on that floor and being able to do it. That's not easy because you know what it takes. You know the parts that's going to feel even hard or harder. You know, but you do it anyway. Because why? You like the way you feel mentally, physically, and spiritually. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's changing me in so many ways. It's bringing out my creativity. I woke up this morning, y'all, and I had all these ideas about my next design that I'm about to do. I'm really focusing on home decor and loungewear. Just to just see my loungewear, to just see my new stuff. I know you see it, but you gotta see it every time because how you gonna buy it if you don't really see it? So hold on. So when you order from Afrocentric Home Design, you get a nice bag. This one's a little too big for the day, but sometimes we send out curtains or things and sheet sets, and this is really good for that. So, but I got smaller ones. I don't have any more. I ran out, but still, just let you know, you still get a branded bag, and you also get the Adinka symbol, which is Cesar Saban. So my newest addition is. I don't know if you'll know, but my favorite aprons, my only aprons that I designed, I left them at the last place that I lived, and oh my gosh, so disappointed. But that's okay, because that's now, oh look, I'm glad I saw this. That's now in the past. So, this is not my first tablecloth that I've done, but it is my first one that Manasi actually created the fabric. And then I'm done. So then I'm done. We're gonna actually play a little bit. So I'm gonna use the chair. Some bugs biting. I'm gonna use the chair just so you can really see the tablecloth. So it's beautiful tie-dye tablecloth. It is just so gorgeous. I'm so excited about it. So it's very, very beautiful. I mean, this is a chair, but although I do want to make pillowcases and everything, but I did this, so in love with it. I would really just probably be better if I just put it on the table, but I got a video from yesterday with the, is she coming for me? No. I also created 4 napkins to go with it. So you get the tablecloth, you get 4 napkins. And again, when I see created the tie-dye, it's a beautiful, vibrant orange. I'm just loving it. So my man did the tie-dyeing. Again, look at yesterday's video on both channels, this one and my other one. And then I turned it, I had the seamstress do it in a tablecloth, 4 napkins, and then, other way, and then, let me see, I can't, I know it could go up, I just can't get it. And then, I did the tablecloth, I'm sorry, I keep saying the tablecloth, but I did an apron too. I designed it, my design, the apron. I designed it for someone bigger, a little bigger than me, so like a medium, but of course it ties in the back. I just love to tie my stuff in the front, but let me tie it in the back. I love this. Come on, y'all. It's time to entertain. The weather's getting beautiful. Let me do this correctly. The weather's getting beautiful. But I really should put on the foot dress form. But this is the apron again. It's a little bigger than me, but it has so you can see the side goes like here, and then longer, and then this one in the front, just as I designed it. I got the pyramid going this way. Hey, baby. And look at that. It's 2. This is freaking cute, y'all. Who wants it? Who wants it? Let me know. So I'm going to take it off because the buyer needs to be the one that's wearing it and not me. All right, y'all, hold on one second. Let me have my man slip up my dress. Hey, baby, can you zip my dress? Now, I got muscles, so you don't go up, you understand. Right now, huh? You know when you get muscles, things change. It's how you do in the States. You guys want to go? You got it to the top? Yeah, but you, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Thank you, you did it. Hey, y'all. I'm good now. I'm good. So, yeah, so excited. So, I think it's just so beautiful. So, if you are interested in the set, you can email me at afrocentrichomedesign@gmail.com. Original. Come on, this color is friggin' stunning. I need a dress like, you see the dress that I have on? I would love to do this dress again since it is my design. As far as the style, which is anywhere style the same way, same length, same everything, same beautiful, look at that on the bottom. I love that detail. And I'll have my seamstress pay attention to that detail. But only with Manasseh's fabric. So let me show you. So this is a set, and I wish to sell it as a set, which is the apron, 4 napkins, and the tablecloth. But we have other cloth. We have the green, beautiful fabric. Man, so that would make a great dress, but I'm not gonna do a dress. I'm gonna do a nightgown. I'm gonna do a gown, but it's like a gown loungewear, so you wear it in the house. Someone has bitten me. And then, but I'm gonna use the red one for that one, and it's not gonna be for me. It's gonna make it a medium or large so that people can buy just one. And it's gonna have a gown like, it's not gonna be this wide like shape, but the back's gonna be down to here. And it's gonna have like ruffles on the back. So it's gonna hang, and it's still gonna be loose. Maybe not this like cinched, because it's a loungewear, right? And then I'm gonna have a robe to go with it. This is gonna be what I make it with. I'm gonna have a robe to go with it, and the robe's gonna have kimono sleeves, but it's gonna come like a back like. Still gonna move like it's gonna hang on a kimono sleeve. We're gonna have a fall that falls back. It's gonna have a tie. Bottom got a surprise. So it's coming. But the green, I'm not sure what I'm gonna make, and then the yellow. Or if somebody really likes the set with the tablecloth, apron, and napkins, then I'll make another one in one of the other colors. So you saw the yellow. Anyway, I'll show you all to say. I don't know if it's the exercise. I don't know if it's just what it is, but you do start to feel much more creative. I feel my creativity is like, boom. I think it's, so I was in bed, so I woke up this morning, and I laid in bed, and in my head, I'm gonna sketch it. In my head, I designed that whole nightgown. I say nightgown, but you're not probably gonna sleep in it. It's a gown for the house. It's another word they call it, a dressing robe, or a gown for the house, and the robe is for the house as well. And I think with that, if I have more fabric left, I'll do a head wrap. See, I base my designs kind of based on my whole life, actually, all the way. Let's say I'm in the house. I leave my front door, but I don't know if you noticed, because it allows me to get some air too, because get the flow, have the window in the back open, have the front door open. So now you're getting this nice little flow throughout the house. And sometimes they will come to the gate, because there's a gazebo, and they will come to the gate, and they'll be like, I go, and you say, I may. And then you might not be really ready, you know what I'm saying? This could happen to you too at your house. Let me just go, I got to hook up the scenario for you. And then I'll be like, oh my God, like, I'm not decent. So having a gown, like your house gown, remember our mother's house coats, but this dress one ain't gonna be your house coat. You look decent. Thank you for the love. If it's cool, sometimes it is. You can grab your robe. Sometimes it's not the girl. Sometimes it's somebody looking for my husband. Sometimes it's the workers that are coming to work, and they get here at 6 in the morning, because the timing they be really telling the truth. I don't know what bit me. It must have been in the bathroom, but something has really bit me, and I scratched myself here too. I'll have to see, but sorry, it happens. It's not the end of the world, because that's the way it is. Okay. Anyway, So sometimes the workers, so you know, have the same thing in the States. Maybe the landlord, maybe it's the workers, maybe it's somebody. So you want to be able to present yourself beautifully. I also do YouTube, as you know, of course. So sometimes I want to be in my loungewear. But the most important part of why I create the clothes, of all those things, some of them look pretty. I want to look pretty for myself around the house. That's a must. When I clean my whole house, I don't want to sit down in my clean house in raggedy clothes. I don't want to do that. That makes me want to get dressed. But I don't want to put on clothes that are stiff or dressed up where I'm not going out. I want to feel relaxed and still beautiful. And I want to go a little bit beyond this, the boobas or the boo-boos, depending where you are, what you call it, which are nice, like the caftans. Those are very nice. I want something with style. Also, I want to feel sexy without having to wear tight clothes. So the sexiness comes from the long, the back out. So you have something like a surprise, but it's still not tight. Child, it's gonna be pretty. And I love that the fabric is original fabric, because when Nasi's making it and it's coming from his head, it's not like he doesn't premeditate it, or he doesn't like think about it first, or think about it for a long time, or sometimes know what he's gonna make. He buys the colors that I say, oh, people are saying they like orange. Sometimes I say, other than that, get whatever other colors that you want. And he just get the colors, and the design is a whole tying, and it comes out very beautiful. So I'm loving that I got that back, y'all. Like, I'm all about home decor. I really want my home decor line. I want to have labels and stamps on them. I want to do my own dishes, my own stemware, my own napkin rings, like, of course, and on that level of bamboo or cane, or all of those, or palm, like the same stuff that I use in my house, the things that is important to me. I want to create beautiful things around that, you know. Just, I got a whole, I just so many things. Mats that's made locally, placemats that they make locally here. Different ways to use some of the local stuff that they use, but using it in a different way. Like, they have this fan that they use when they use the coal pot. They use charcoal, put it on, and they put fire to it, and they cook. But they got to keep fanning the pot. I use those as chargers. So it just, and just continually on my other channel, Afro Central Home Design, but you'll see it here as well, showing you the different ways to use it. I feel like a woman should never, her home is her domain. I know men say the king of their castle, but it really is the woman's castle. That's how I feel. She's the one that gives life to it. I see this all the time. I say, wow, a house is not a home if a woman's not there. That is how I feel. A woman just gives a touch and an energy and a flow. I was in Cape Coast taking care of some business, staying for, I think I stayed for like a month to 6 weeks, and I came back, and yes, my man kept the house, I mean, clean enough, you know, but it didn't have that woman touch. Something was missing. It was not, because that's not what men do, right? Not, I mean, we can say different men do different things, but, and of course I'm generalizing, but I believe I'm saying something great to the woman. That's a touch that we have. The way we look, it's not about somebody else or making somebody else feel great. It makes us feel great. But it's just an extension of, this is now very wet because my hair is, but you know, it's hot I'm in Africa, for those that don't know, so this wetness feels good. But anyway, that's a woman's gift. Also, too, I'm taking some sisters through the Sacred Woman Journey, which is a Sacred Woman book by Queen Afua, and each time you spend time in each gateway, and the gateway that we are approaching is sacred beauty, and I'm already feeling it. So you start, you know, working out, makes you feel beautiful, skin on point now, but that's like drinking all that water, working out, sweating, and also eating a lot of mangoes. Did you know that mangoes are great for the skin? It also has a hormone in it for women that's menopausal, like an estrogen. It is great for the bowels because it's high in fiber. Of course, it's antioxidant. All those orange things are going to be cancer-fighting agents. I mean, it lowers your blood sugar levels as well as your blood pressure, but it's amazing for the skin. It's because it has a lot of vitamin E, a lot of the B vitamins, and that's the hair and nail vitamins, the vitamin E for the skin, and also the collagen. It boosts your collagen as well as your immunity. Do you know how great mangoes are? They're like a miracle. There's a recipe that people say, I think it's mangoes. So you have mangoes, honey, and they say milk. You can do like a coconut milk, and you mix it all together, and you can use it as a mask for your face, or really actually as a scrub for your skin. Mango is amazing. All them orange foods I think are good for us. It brings out our melanin. It cleanses your blood, of course, and it's the fiber. If you can have a healthy gut, it helps with the gut microbiome, or how you say. So it helps with your gut micro, and it actually balances your pH. Mango is everything. Like I was reading about mango yesterday. The reason why I'm talking so much about mangoes because tell you, we eat a box full of mangoes a week because the mangoes are in season. I kid you not that we don't eat, we eat a whole box. So this is what's left. But the whole box was filled to the top. The box was filled to the top. And we got it, what, a week ago? It hasn't even been a week.
3 days.
3 days. My man is munching and crunching. Hey, you want to say hi to the people?
Yeah. Peace and blessings.
Sorry, baby.
Yeah, salute.
Yeah. So three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Humble soldiers.
Yeah. So
got the
baby.
mango for 3 days.
3 days.
Yeah.
And we just
Finished it up, but it's good.
yeah.
It makes it give you free bowel movement.
That's right, free bowel movements, and that's so important. That's how we stay healthy. Exactly. Good. I know we've been getting to it.
Yeah.
Wait till we call him again. He's gonna be like, dang, huh? Be like, what is going on? So hold on, y'all. I gotta get rid of. She has some beautiful skin. Thank you, Diamond DeVal. Hey, BB. You loved it. Dickerson was in a beautiful. Thank you. Let's see. You know, we do get, for whatever reason, we attract the. Hey, James Sumner. We attract sometimes the people that we don't want to, and that one doesn't matter. So let me. Give me a chance to let some people go. Okay. Yes. Okay, somebody. Oh, that was me. Hey, Sly. Okay. Okay, other fruit, simple. Okay. Hey, most black peace and to the God and Goddess. Peace and blessings to you too, my darling. You love mangoes too as well. Okay, I'm so happy. Mangoes are so amazing. I just didn't know how much they do for the body. Oh my God. And they're very sweet. So, you know, they say if you're diabetic and stuff, you gotta be careful because there's a lot of sugar. But if you're not, child, and they need to move them bowels. Them bowels is gonna keep you good. And it's actually, again, I wanna say it's good for your skin. So give you that clear skin, that radiant skin. I have been doing more. I've just been naturally attracted to eating more in what's in season. I think that I think the states a lot, they just say eat healthy, eat fruits and vegetables, but they really should be focused on telling people to eat the stuff that's actually in season for your area. And I think because the states, you can get so many foods that's not in season, so many fruits and vegetables, that sometimes it's hard to tell. So if I was in the States, I would make sure I would shop at farmer markets maybe only, or if I go to the supermarket, fine, I would just take a list with me to make sure I know what's in season. A lot of times you can tell because if it's very expensive, that means it's probably not in season. Or if it's like stuff that's bananas that probably don't grow in the States, maybe Florida, but I don't think we're getting Florida bananas. I think we're getting bananas from different parts of the world, and it's nothing like local, because local is going to prevent this diseases or the ailments of the season. Eating local is the best. That I was trying to eat all these kales and collards and all this stuff that I have to have shipped. By the time it gets here, it'll be spoiled. Or I just don't actually even want it anymore. I have had too many. And I was like, you know what? I'm not in the States anymore. I have to eat according to locality. So I think you should eat local. As long as it's organic or it's fresh. Another thing too, living in the country, y'all. I'm in the country, I'm in the countryside. This country down, this is nothing but farm country. Where I live around, everybody is a farmer. So the food is super fresh. You can see the hunter literally coming down or coming out of the forest. Here, which is town, or when we go to the other place, which is really the countryside, it's actually a village. And you can see the hunters coming out, and you can grab them before they get to the market women. honey, you could be getting mangoes, bags filled with mangoes for maybe $5. And I'm talking about so big you would really kind of share it. Bananas for the same amount, like, and that really is like not even five because I think it was like $1 sometimes. I'm talking about a massive bag that the hunter went and got. You can go deep into the forest and you can find food that's just falling off the trees. So, but we have a friend that's a farmer. It's a colleague of Manasseh's, and that's why we get the mangoes for like $3 for that whole box, and they're purely organic. And I think what's so beautiful eating during the season is once you finish eating, it's like once you get tired of it, it's already out. It's going out of season. It's like you really are in sync with nature. The moment that you say, "Oh, I can't eat another mango," the mangoes are going out of season. And so, but the beautiful part about when one thing goes out of season, another thing comes into season, because that's the food you need to eat during that time. I mean, it's so simple. The Most High did it for us. This is not. I'm not an expert. I'm not telling you. No, I'm telling you what this is called observation. This is a 56-year-old woman using her brain. If it ain't in season, but no despair. Don't despair. There's something else, and it's just as delicious. And you just go with it. So yeah, a lot of good things. I feel like too, your mind is clear, your body, your spirit, all of that is clear. You tend to attract the things that are perfect for you. So yeah, we got we acquired our fourth plot of land in Ghana. And this one is right in the town we live in. So celebrate yourself. So I'm celebrating my 5 weeks straight on my workout. I'm celebrating also the purchase of land for me and my man. We bought some land, and it's right next door practically. And now, y'all, I can grow my own mango trees and avocado and pear. Oh, that's pear. That's they say pear, and lemons and pawpaw, which is papaya, and so many other trees that I can't think of right now, but an abundance of my own food. Everything I eat, I can grow. And I'm so looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to taking you with me on that. And yes, I do master classes every other Sunday, and I got one Sunday. I'll talk about it tomorrow, because sometimes I don't be knowing exactly which one it's going to be, but Spirit always gives it to me. It's according to what I feel like the people need. So let's see. Hey, Sly. The herb I worked with this week that made my bowels move plenty. Dandelion root. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Sly. Dug them up at my local park. Come on, wash, dry, ate. It cleansed my bowels too much. Aha, I had to chill out. Yes, I understand. And the mangoes could do that to you too. Dandelion roots are great, isn't that? That's great for the liver. That's a beautiful liver cleanse. And that's probably why. Because you was cleansing that liver. That liver and that kidney is so important. It gets all that bile out. It makes sure that everything is assimilated so it can pass through. It separates the good from the not from the bad. You know what I'm saying? Or separates the bad from the good. Like the liver is so essential to us living well, right? So liver, kidney flushes, and dandelion is it. And it's also great for the woman, the dandelion. You know, it gets the uterus after pregnancy. It brings the uterus back to size. So it's a wonderful food for also women as well, and for the reproductive system as well. Dandelion is a great root, and I do love that. I love that you can get it anywhere. It's free. We go up to the countryside and to the village, and it's growing plentiful. So bravo, because that's wild dandelion, so that's even better. Okay, that's even better. So yes, most blessed. I bet all those mangoes make the kitchen smell. Sis, you got this. So good. The aroma can put you into a positive space. Well, most black, I want to thank you. I want to thank you. I wake up in the morning and the smell of the mangoes. This sister is not, or brother, I'm not sure, most black male, sister, brother, let me know. But no lies are detected there. The smell itself, she's right. Soon as the aroma lifts, thank you for the love. Oh, she's right. Your energy is just like, life is freaking good right about now, right? That smell. Babe, you notice the smell too?
Yes.
Isn't it nice?
Always.
Yes, the smell. So y'all imagine it growing on the trees, and then the smell when the breeze come through. OMG. And most black too, you know, I'm a queen. I thought so. Yes, queen. Queen, you on it. You on it, queen. And queen, you know what? You remind me of that too. I think the extra energy that you're seeing as well is being in nature. And like you said, these different fruits and are in season or flowering plants, right? And they just, whoo, the blowing of it. And just, honey, we do better in nature. We do. And it's got to be our nature. I don't know, like somebody said something underneath one of my videos. It was a video I said, we're buying land in Ghana. And somebody says, some people need to get up on buying personal land in Ghana or on the continent, Africa, before it's kind of like too late. They might regret it later. They're probably gonna regret it. And I just want to say, like, I know it's scary to think about it, but let your mind go as far as you need it to go. Let your mind take you to things that you thought about but won't allow yourself to believe. Because I do say to myself, like, this is something that I'm doing. It's a big thing, and it's a lot of freedom. Because what I love about personal land, I don't know about any other country, but I know here, it's not like there's some taxes later on you got to pay. When you build a house, if you don't get it from the builder from the bank or get it from the bank, which some people don't, you don't have no mortgage. Nobody's coming after you. You know, there's you can do a lot. There's a lot of freedom. You don't have to worry about your house don't match the rest of the houses around or whatever. All these other ridiculous stipulations. And the land is plentiful. They may tell us not to come, but they're here. All of the theirs, and they're here plentiful. A lot of people are talking about watching this wonderful YouTube with a sister named Ivy Prosper. She's a Canadian Ghanaian that came back, a returnee, and she lives back in Ghana. She probably was born here, and she was really raised in Canada. She says it, but just the wonderful work that she does. And she was saying that a lot of people was like, oh, the diasporans, talking about us, the returnees, they're the new gentrifiers. They're gentrifying and making Ghana expensive, particularly Accra. And she said, and she's a journalist. She says, let me correct you. She says, we are still, I don't want to even put us as a percentage, because that would mean that we have some type of power, which we have not. I don't think we're 1% of the population, not even, so it's less than that. So we're not the ones gentrifying Accra or Ghana in general. It is the others, whether it's from Europe, China, India, Lebanese. They come and buy up the whole block or two. And they're the ones that stand renting it to their people, that workers and business colleagues and other people that do big business. And that's what's making it go up. It is not our little pensions and our little YouTube money. Thank you for the love. It is not. I mean, I just want to clear that up for anybody that knows, like, we are not. So, and also just to reiterate that they are here deep. They have fully invested, because it is still the Garden of Eden. It is still the motherland of all of us. It is still the fertile ground, like, for real. They want you to believe it, because if you believe it, you'll look the other way and they'll be over here buying. And they have bought up. And I thought that was very interesting and very true. Listen, they're not doing YouTube like us. You know what I'm saying? They're not telling all about what they've been here. They've been here. And they wouldn't come if they didn't see it to be valuable. So, just a little FYI too. So, like, yeah, if you have a dream and you want to do it, I know people are like, but it's so, people, and you got to be, you have to be careful with everything you do, but because we are sacred women and sacred men, because we are always in the right place at the right time, right? Because we only attract that which is good for us because of our vibratory frequency, we'll always have the best. Once you get it and you register it, or you find out before if this is the person's land, which a lot of times there'll be nobody that will personally own that land, because the people here don't register their land. Their families, and that's their land. But you register your land commission. Let somebody put something on your land. It's not gonna happen. So yeah, it's a lot of good to it. So yeah, thank you for that love. Indeed, yes, most black. Sly says, what local weeds grow wild in Ghana? Here in New York City, my favorite is mugwort, mullein too, and now dandelion. You know what? It's a lot of them, and I don't know the name, but there's one that I see all the time that, even like you said, it's wild. So we had an empty pot in our little so-called garden, and the plant was just sitting up in there. But I know one is horny goat weed. I can definitely say that. One is called horny goat weed. There's another one, the one I was talking about that just winds up in your ground or in your pots. It's the one that is good. They all tell you it's good for high blood pressure. You see it all the places. I can actually read some from the book. Hold on one second. Let me tell you. I could actually read you some from this book called Healing Through the Use of Plants. It's by a local brother named John Osei Tutu, and he talks about some of the plants. So I will be happy to read some. So there's one called bitter gourd or bitter melon, but that's another. Let me show you the actual plants, if you will. La, 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 la. So another one, and you want the kind of like the natural herbs. There's one called Justicia, but it's Justicia flava, and the Ashanti word is Afama. So remember, the names here, they will say it to you, they'll give you the local name. But this is, if you just want to look for it, look at it, this is one of the wild ones. So you can see. And it's good for anemia, constipation, convulsions, epilepsy, fits, fevers, malarial fever, stomach ache, and typhoid fever. Now there's another one that is here. This one is called scorpion weed. I think somebody told me they heard of it, maybe in the Caribbean as well. But it's a wild one. It's called scorpion weed. Scorpion weed. And the scorpion weed is, the Ashanti name is Aconfumticoro. So that's the whole herb. It's good for anemia, arthritis, burns, cancer, conjunctivitis, convulsions, bladder inflammation, diabetes, diarrhea, dysentery, epilepsy, hemorrhoids, piles, leprosy, malaria, fever, menstrual disorders, miscarriages, kidney inflammation, paralysis, prostate cancer, prostatitis, which is prostate inflammation, rheumatism, skin infection, sores, tumors, typhoid fever, ulcers, and wounds. So that's another one. So that's another one too. And then there's even another one. This one is called snapdragon tree or Gimmelina. So this is just, so there's a host of herbs that you can use here. And it's the bark, the leaf, and the root. It's good for skin disorders, sexually transmitted diseases, tuberculosis, for weak immune systems, loss of appetite, age spots, arthritis, cancer, fevers. So there's quite a few. There's so, you know what, brother, there's so many to name. Now this one is called Euphorbia hirta, which is basically, they would just call it asthma weed. So here's another one, asthma weed. And of course it's good for anemia and asthma, breast milk insufficiency, bronchitis, cold, cough, emphysema, menstrual disorders, pneumonia, sexual transmitted infections, gonorrhea, syphilis, etc., skin infections, TB, tuberculosis, and whooping cough. Lots. And like I said, in all fairness, too many to name. Of course, they're wheatgrass. I mean, they're lemongrass. Lemongrass grows very wild here. Lemongrass. Also the sobolo, which is the hibiscus. That's another one. But there's so many. There's another one. This one's called, this is called African cabbage, but it's not the cabbage, or African spider flower. And the household name is Sule. Sule. This is another one. It's good for a plethora of things as well. So they got some fabulous herbalists here. Nana Nketia is one that I talk about. There's another brother, I got his book. It's actually a wonderful book. I hope I brought it with me. There's also something called pigweed. Pigweed. There's another one, pigweed. And it's good for 1,000 things: lung problems, lung cancer, malarial fever, kidney inflammation, ear and eye troubles, hemorrhoids, just endless amount of stuff. And then there's another one called Biden's pilosa or Spanish needle. That's another one. Plethora. You know what I got? Of course, don't forget neem. Neem grows very well, a lot of neem trees. Easy to get. You know what? I have this app on my phone. It's called Plant Identifier. You know, they have these different plant identifiers, and it's so much fun. It's so much fun to walk around. Of course, the amaranth, which is the callaloo, so that's more of a green, but it's still like a weed too. And it helps you. So sometimes I will just walk around and see a plant that I like the way it looks, and I will ask. There's another one called dovewood. Dove it's good for a lot of stuff: anemia, conjunctivitis, diabetes, diarrhea. So it goes on and on. So Dove. And then I think, nope, there's another one called the goat's weed. The goat's weed grows so wild, like if you just walk and you don't do nothing, and it's in the yard. Because I had the plant identifier and it showed it. Goat weed or horny goat weed, that's a big one as well. Another big one. Honey, this is Africa. This is the motherland. And that's on the real tip. This one's called bristly stargrass or starbur. So this one is malaria and typhoid fevers. And it's got carotene, vitamin C, and chlorophyll. And this is what it looks like. Right? Plentiful, right? Too many to name. And in this one, that's it. I mean, that's it in this book, but tons. But the honey goat weed, I see it all the time. There's a few other ones. So tons. Yes. All right, Chris. Let's see. You know, y'all got to do my thing. Okay. Hey, Book Miss T, baby. Isn't it fascinating slide? So much information. Beautiful glow. Thank you so much. Hey, Synovia. Synovia's in the house. Are you okay? Here you go, Synovia. Are you a spiritualist who doubles in traditional medicine? I believe in traditional medicine. Thank you, Naturally. How are you? I truly, if you're serious about that question, I truly believe in natural medicine. It's so much around here. You know, another thing here, like I said, you know, when in Africa do as the Africans do, because I don't know if I want to do what the Romans do. We leave that one alone. You know, a lot of people here don't go to the hospital. First of all, it's expensive, and it's not their first medicine. It's not the medicine in the villages and in the countryside that the people grew up with. They have natural medicines, and someone in the family is knowledgeable of the medicine. So now when people want to feel like they're being trendy or they're being like white people or whatever they would call it, now they go to the doctors and they get the other stuff. But so you kind of, when you're here, you kind of just naturally going to be kind of more drawn to the natural pathic way. The other thing too, their food is medicine. I mean, their food is medicine. So this is their spices. It's in the different greens all have medicinal purposes. The oils that they use have medicinal purposes. I'm talking about the real stuff, not the fried tar, which is the vegetable oil, not that kind of stuff. Hey, Synovia. Hey, Synovia Indigo and Naturally. So, y'all, Synovia Naturally, did you see my apron, my moves and my napkins and my tablecloth set? Y'all need to see it. Check it out. But yeah, y'all. But this is just like, I mean, before when I first started this channel right here, it was called something else, Black Ray Beauty. I used to talk about this kind of stuff, and it was stuff that I was mostly reading. But of course, I was a raw foods. I was a vegan. I've been a vegan for 30 years. I think it's been 30 years now. But here, and just with health and then just working out and just eating the right foods, it's like it's all naturally coming back. It's not even coming back. It's like I'm naturally attracted to it because I am it. That's why I love this environment so much. And I'm just so connected to it. The mountains, what about the sounds of the insects? I mean, do you think that's not healing us too? And the different things that they do and understanding their place so you don't get so mad when the ants come in your house, which is really you and they way. This is their land. They were here first, you know? So I just feel like it's just a natural connection to what is and to ourselves. I love everything about it. I love everything about it. Very happy place. So tune in tomorrow, because tomorrow, Manasi and I, we are going to Willie Falls. We're going to the waterfalls, and just no work or nothing. We are going to go check the land up there, both the lands. But we're going to take a bath, as they call it, a bath in the waterfall, and the sacred water that heals all, magical water. And we're going to go take it's a hike to the waterfalls, and I am so excited. So that's how much my rest days for my workout is Saturday and Sunday. I will be in the waterfalls. And then hopefully next week, we'll be up there for our whole week because we have to put some hedges around the land that we purchased that's up there. So I will be bringing y'all with me as well. So yeah, and maybe one day we'll have somebody that can identify a lot of the herbs. So that's coming. Yes, I love that. Even very sexy. Thank you. Thank you, Synovia. Hey, Yasina. Very, very nice. Thank you, Naturally. Yeah, hit that thumbs up button. I love the sound of crickets most black. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, child. Healing, healing. All right, y'all. I'm going to go. I'm eat some mangoes. I'm eat some mangoes. But again, my first ever design dress. But I'm going to have just, babe, I want to dress the same style. The seamstress can do it, but I just wanted one of your fabrics.
Okay.
But it's so pretty. I love it. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I will see y'all in the next video. Thank you so much. I hope I inspire you. I hope you take my master classes. It's next Sunday, but I'll tell you more about it tomorrow. And I hope you buy some of the home decor. And I hope you enjoy the information. I'll see you in the next one. Love you all. Naturally says, if you're interested in the latest creations, please email, thank you, Naturally. Please email me at afrocentrichomedesign.com. No, email afrocentrichomedesign@gmail.com. But all of it will be in the description box. So afrocentrichomedesign@gmail.com. Check the description box. Yep, very lovely dress. Thank you, Synovia. I miss you, ladies. So, ladies, y'all know already we got a whole nother week off. I forgot that I didn't realize we had 2 weeks. So we have another week, but y'all tune in because we're probably going to the land next week to put the hedges in so we can see what that's going to be like. I got my little lunch pail thing, about to bring my own food so I can eat out in these parts. All right, y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Love you, ladies. Peace and blessings.